Come on, my little tiny cute animal partner. It's time for the final boss. Let's do this. You know those types of people that are accepting, they understand that some people have beliefs that might just not align with their own. They know that others might have different goals than them, different likes, dislikes, and they accept that, and if they strongly disagree, they can communicate their opinion to the other party so that the other person can at least understand where they're coming from. Well, the fierce fat femme is none of those things.
Like, I don't need to know that you drink water every day. I don't need to know that you go to the gym. I don't need to know that you don't have high blood pressure, etc.
Today we are going to look at someone that many would call the final boss of the fat acceptance influencers. Saying you don't find any fat people attractive, would never date a fat person is not a preference, it's fat phobia.
Shut up, it is not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Because we can all see Larry the Lobster dating Patrick's older sister. Most people realize that they have different lifestyle. I don't think that's fat phobia.
Yes, it is.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I break down internet drama so you aren't scrolling through your phone, rotting that precious little brain of yours, that beautiful brain. I know you have a beautiful face, but beauty fades and you gotta protect your brain. So hit the subscribe button, let me do all of that for you. Let me break down the drama in a 10 to 20 minute video.
I'm just trying to take care of that cute brain, baby.
She's fierce, she's fat, she's either a feminist or feminine. I'm not too sure, it doesn't matter. But apparently this fierce fat influencer has been talked about a lot on YouTube before. She has recently trended again for having a little rant or episode because people are leaving the fat acceptance community and saying that it's a cult. And she doesn't like that they're saying that it's a cult.
It's also just not very original, this is number 2, to spew anti-fat bias in ways by like saying the fat acceptance community is a cult.
That's where the video ended for me because I got a phone call, so I saved it for later. Came back after making a very important phone call. Apparently, the treat quota has been quite low this week and we have to work on that. And when I got back to watch the rest of the video with the fierce fat femme's important information, I was blocked. Then I sprinted to Instagram and I was blocked again. If you aren't a fat-phobic troll, head to my Insta for fat-centered events. Well, I tried and I can't. I was blocked on everything almost instantly. Good thing I have my top-rated and personal spy to extract the videos for me. So I wasn't gonna cover fierce fat femme, but now I think there's something you don't want me to see. I'm only gonna tell you by this. By day, I'm a normal dog mom. By night, I'm a nosy girl. Superpower, indulge in gossip and keep sane. Weakness, not letting it go until she writes a whole script, films a video, and heavily edits it. So then I just had to know what is on your profile that you just had to play hide and seek with me. Boo, found ya. Hide and seek is my favorite game. How'd you know? So before we get to the video that was trending, let's just see how fierce the fierce fat femme is with her previous content.
How about give me that? Give me them good vibes, yeah, and you might get it back. Manifest anything, oh look at that, no cap, no snap back. It's a new era, got that balance like a Libra. Never been a diva, never wanna look back either. Focus on the future, focus on the ether, focus on the good time, lyrical.
So the fierce fat femme does a lot of plus size fashion hauls or fashion videos showing people how she dresses as a plus size woman.
You know I'm sexy. Don't call, just text.
Happy fat outfitting, hashtag plus size outfit of the day. So she did this little number in honor of Cass Elliot. So if you didn't know, Cass Elliot was and still is a fat icon. And fierce fat femme says without fat phobia, she still might be alive today. Cass Elliot died of a heart attack at the age of 32. I don't think the people telling her she might want to lose the fat around her heart was the thing that killed her because it was a heart attack. I'm almost positive it was the excess amount of fat that was around her heart and the poor food choices instead of what you would call fat phobia. But you know, you twirled around in that beautiful pink dress. So I think
you are correct, sir, yes!
The heart and arteries that stopped working efficiently were definitely fat phobic and should be publicly shamed.
I'll burn you!
So fierce fat femme is also an educator.
Fat. Professor.
Oh yeah, she's a professor. Hello everyone, welcome to school. I am Dean of the school, here to tell you that Miss Sheardheart is not able to come in today, or the rest of the days, because she's dead. So let me introduce you to your new teacher, Fierce Fat Femme.
Fat Professor. Hi, welcome to day 4 of Fat Professor Fits.
I thought this was Spanish class. It is.
And am I wearing my farting shoes? Of course I am. I'm sweating so much already and these pants have no breathability, so we'll see how well I do today.
Why did she want to hide this from me? She's so colorful. The outfits, is it because you don't really work out?
I carried a plant from my car to here, and that was the most laborious thing I've done in a long time.
Do you think I'm going to mock or make fun of you because you got winded from carrying a plant from your car to your classroom? I'm not gonna judge you for having weak arms or not working out. I'm gonna judge you for the fat acceptance content, which was very easy to find through other people because you got a lot of people saying, this is weird.
So many body positive advocates are now posting about intentional weight loss. And honestly, this should be a huge red flag to us.
Are you a podcast bro in disguise? I've watched way too many of those podcast alpha male, how to get a woman type video or how to treat a woman, usually badly. And from what I remember, I think this was on the topic of H3 because his wife started working out and looking a lot better. She improved herself, she started gaining muscle, and they were saying, she's leaving you! You liberal piece of... She's trying to look better because she's gonna leave your ass for an alpha male. Oh, my mom didn't love me.
Here's Fresh and Fit saying that no, actually Hila is the one planning to divorce me because she started exercising.
According to them, it's a big, huge red flag in the face if your woman is starting to work out because she's going to notice you are not that great and then leave you for someone who's better. And it kind of feels like she's saying the same thing. How can someone working out, eating better, eating less sugar, drinking more water, and watching their calorie intake be a red flag? The only thing it is a warning sign that you should probably get your up as well. Anyway, weird in both instances.
This is why the difference between body positivity and fat liberation is so incredibly important. And in addition, when you build an entire platform off of being body positive and it's like, your body's perfect the way it is, it doesn't need to change, yada, yada, yada. And then now you're posting videos like, why I'm on Wegovy, why I'm on Ozempic.
Because their liver is failing, they probably had 1 to 2 strokes, they have high blood pressure with a dash of diabetes, and their doctor just told them, we might have to cut off your foot. Some people in that doctor's office choose to wake up and start losing weight and put down the multiple Dunkin' Donuts. Others decide to twirl in a dress in honor of their favorite dead fat actress that died at the age of 33. Liberation. So I don't disagree though. It is kind of ironic when all these women for years have been saying fat is great, fat is wonderful, I have the best life, look at me. Nothing can hold me back. Not even the copious amount of fat tissue around my heart and other internal organs. Then they have a heart attack. And well, if they survive, they usually will try to change it up. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with changing your mind. I didn't like shrimp when I was a teenager. Now I can kind of handle it as long as it's deep fried at least 3 times and dipped in a sugary sauce. And basically not shrimp anymore. You gonna shame me for changing my mind about shrimp, fierce fat femme? I mean, you're a professor, I'm guessing, at a college.
Welcome back to a brand new semester.
How many times do people change their major? People always change their mind.
That goes against everything you built your platform on, shockingly. And also, can't you do those things but silently, like to yourself and not super out loud online?
So you can be loud and proud and round, but you can't be loud, proud, and slim.
Just a question. Just thinking here.
I have the answer because they're an influencer. It's their job. Many of y'all's content is your life, and now not dying of a heart attack is part of many of the people in your community's life.
Just a question. Just thinking here.
Unless I was right that the fat acceptance movement is a cult. And I've been right all along, fierce fat femme. Does the fat acceptance movement do blood ceremonies? Cults do sacrifices. Does the fat acceptance movement sacrifice the thin mints to symbolize your thin self dying forever, and that's pretty much you saying that you will stay fat for the rest of your life. That video was from many a year ago. More people have been leaving the fat community. Unfortunately, her TikTok video didn't work. The ex-fats did not stay silent, and now she made a whole new video that is demanding that all the fat ex-fat members of their non-cult to 1, not leave, 2, if you do leave, she threatened them, and 3, stop calling it a cult because they are not a cult.
Those of you whose platforms were built by the plus size community, and those brand deals you got were also from partnerships with plus size companies and size expansions and other things of that sort. So you can do that without then calling the fat acceptance community and fat liberation a cult.
You know, cults, they dictate everything you do and say.
So here's the thing. Number 1, you can go on an intentional weight loss journey.
See, they're not a cult. You can lose weight. They just have to be in control in what you do and how you do it and how you say it. That's not a cult.
It's also just not very original, this is number 2, to spew anti-fat bias in ways by like saying the fat acceptance community is a cult, or saying that like you gotta watch your health.
These are all very normal and mentally stable demands, okay? Stop telling people that they're a cult and just don't talk about your health. Make everyone think that you die, because that's the only way you would ever leave the fat acceptance community. Because once again, they're not a cult, they're normal and accepting, loving people because they wear colorful clothes. You know who is the cult? The people losing weight. Yeah, the people that are on diets and saying to eat moderately, which sounds like more of a cult. Helping people find there's more to life than their body size, or making every moment about superiority of medically starving to change your body size. Do you guys think that the people from your community go to the doctor and they notice that they're severely obese and they're having obese related health issues? Do you think that those people, the doctors, are cult members recruiting fat people? Doctor now medically prescribes calorie restriction for people who are literally on their deathbed because of their weight. Is he part of a cult?
Yes, it is.
No, we can't do it. There've been too many green screens this episode. Now let's do it.
No thin person can tell you that you can't take up space.
I am your doctor, Kip Mezzo. I'm here to tell you that you're dying.
What?
You're obese and you're dying at a rapid pace.
I'm just here because I broke my tibia.
I'm gonna have to put you into a weight loss group and give you these pills immediately.
Wait a minute. Sip Mezzo. Sip Mezzo? Sip Mezzo is Ozempic, spelled backwards. You're part of that anti-fat culture that fat feminists warned me about.
You just had to keep digging, didn't ya? Well, you're one of us now. Get ready for some intentional weight loss. Okay, back to the video.
Here's the thing. The problem is not the weight loss.
Oh, okay, good.
Although, of course, there can be lots of frustrating feelings regarding weight loss.
So then it is a problem.
The problem is when you are on an intentional weight loss journey and then you also intentionally shit on the fat community at the same time.
Can we talk about intentional weight loss? Why are they so obsessed with it? Follow-up question, why do they only accept unintentional weight loss? So you have to be dying and have cancer for the fierce fat femme to show up and say this is fine. You have my blessing. And then they pour blood on you or something? Oh wait, they don't do that because they're not a cult.
Also intentionally shit on the fat community at the same time.
Girly, many of you guys think that if someone says, hey guys, the doctor said they're gonna have to remove my foot due to the severity of my gout and the other foot as well because of my diabetes. You guys think that that is shitting on a fat person. You think that that is turning your back on the fat community. Other people take that as a warning to save your little piggy.
Like all the things that fat phobia has taught us, like get an original argument at least is all I'm like hoping you'll do in the meantime.
So I guess the death argument is a little too original for you. The fact that people are dying in your community just isn't good enough. The whole video is a little confusing because in the beginning she says, no one's mad that you guys are losing weight. But then 5 seconds after that she says, well, it is a problem because it hurts people's mental health seeing people lose weight from their community. Then she says people in the community are complaining that people are angry that I'm doing intentional weight loss. But she says, no, you idiots. That's far far from the reason why people are angry at you.
And the third piece here is that I have seen a lot of these fat creators who are on an intentional weight loss journey then kind of like saying like, people are mad at me and people hate me because I'm losing weight. And it's like, let's not conflate the feelings here.
But then she says there's some people that are angry at you for losing weight.
Yes, there probably is a group of people who are upset at you and angry at you because you are now spewing the fat phobic diet rhetoric that they were trying to escape.
Then she says, no, we're not mad you're losing weight. We're mad that you're telling people you're losing weight.
Mostly people are upset with you that instead of just losing weight and doing that whole thing and not shitting on fat people, you chose to do both of those things. Lose weight and then denounce the fat community.
And then following it up with your experience in the fat community and making us look bad.
That is what we're angry about. We're angry that you then shat upon us all in the fat community.
This group loves when they talk about the fitness community, weight loss trauma, what some man said to them at the grocery store that was fat phobic, but the moment someone speaks about their truth when it's in the fat community, all of a sudden it's shh. No, we don't do that. They snatched back the speak your truth card that they gave them during the initiation at the blood ceremony very quickly.
You don't have to start spewing anti-fat biases.
Anyway, she has one more thing to say.
And the final thing I want to say, let me get into some theory here, okay?
So on this channel, we don't shut people up. We listen, and then we critique, so go ahead.
There is a communication studies theory. It's called in-group and out-group. And when you are a part of the out-group, aka in this situation, a fat person in a fat-phobic society, once you have a little taste of
cheesecake,
power and privilege you can get.
Oh, you know, I'm a cheesecake connoisseur. Food in general, I really like it, but I do it moderately, I know. I'm part of the whole cult that says you can have a slice of cheesecake instead of the whole thing. That was part of the initiation. They just give you one slice of cheesecake, they put the whole rest of it in front of you, and you can sit there for 24 hours and not touch it. Anyway, you would think with all these fat activists, I would get some cool food videos, some like cooking tutorials, them like cutting cake. Does anybody have that weird fetish of cutting cake and then like opening it up and showing how moist it is? I love that. I would think that talking about fat acceptance, it would be a little bit more like that, food friendly. But all I normally get is them talking about the thins and how every single person needs to check their privilege.
Power and privilege you can get when you become a part of the in-group. For this instance, thin privilege.
See? So then she ends with talking to the ex-fat people who lost a little bit of weight, and she said that you guys start getting praised for working out and losing weight, and you start acting like you're all better than us.
I'm not like one of those fatties. I'm currently losing weight. Can you see my collarbone?
Because they lost weight? Oh my God. Who's proud of that? Why would you tell people about your weight? That's nothing to be proud of. Tammy Sleaton, nothing she did was an accomplishment. She was fine how she was. It was sad that she turned her fat back on her fat sisters. She should have died. And she could have still been the fat icon like that Cass lady that you were dancing around about. But now she decided to taste the power.
You get that taste of privilege, that taste of power, and you're like, how do I keep getting it?
The ending is perfect though. She ends with a threat to anyone who continues to lose weight.
You only have a small taste of thin privilege. And if you continue to stay plus size, even while losing weight, you will never have all of the thin privilege that being thin gives you. So you will still be oppressed by the power dynamic.
I just never met people who want to be oppressed so bad and want others to feel that they are oppressed as well. And not only is she doing that, but she's telling people who want to lose weight that they'll never accept you like I did. Honey, it's a little culty. It's a little bit of they won't appreciate you like I do, as the ex-fat is running away from your fat farm where you're trying to harvest all the fat people for some reason.
You will never have all of the thin privilege that being thin gives you.
Yikes. That was a whole lot of weird. Anyway, a word from our sponsor. Me. It's still me, you guys. This video is sponsored by my company, Prodough. Grab a protein chocolate cake donut by clicking the link below. Also, I do have merch. Check out my dog lovers line and grab a crop top dog mom t-shirt and let it all hang out this summer. Or purchase a warm sweatshirt and be beautimous like my dog dressed as Princess Ariel. Thank you so much for the support. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. I know you did. I saw ya. Except for you, right there. Yeah, I saw you. Hit it. Do it. Oh, there you go. You did it. Thank you so much. And now you are initiated into the cult. Yes, unlike the Fierce Fat Femme, I do not lie to you. One hit to the subscribe button means that you are in the cult. But welcome. This cult is for life.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone.